Hello. How's it going, gang? We're gonna set up the shows. That's not what I want to do, and the game knew that. Ugh. I'm gonna set up everything as we wait for people to trickle in. Why am I stupid? Oh, wait, and this takes a lot more brain power than you think it would. Oh, I started setting up a match and then I just completely brain farted of like, oh, I need to do this. No, I don't. It's been a long day. I gotta quickly fill up my water bottle. I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm back. Okay. Might as well start up the show. Let's get into our first match of the night. Oh. How? Oh wait, actually, we'll still do this, but I gotta check the audio and make sure, because I forgot that I haven't checked how loud everything will be on this side. So if I was like, hello everybody, welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington. I want to make sure. It's using the right mic. Also, oh, testington. Let me just do some, since I don't think really anyone's made it in yet, and if you have, hello. Actually, I might do this. Alright. Let me turn this up. This is probably going to make everything slightly louder. Let me try it. I just feel like I could be a little bit louder, maybe. Like if I do it here, I just don't want to get too loud, you know? But it just feels like I'm a lot quieter. So if I do it at here, and then I'm listening at... Like, this is max volume. Well... Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Alright. You know, we're just playing around today. That's what we're doing. Sorry, I'm playing with my mic real quick. I feel like this audio, or this sound isn't bad. For how loud I want to be. But maybe if I go into... I feel like... Because it's also, it's hard to test what you want your audio to be, because I'm listening back to you guys, so I don't know what it's gonna, like, this is probably gonna sound louder on my end. I'm probably gonna speak louder. So I'd probably want to lower this a little bit, maybe. Alright. Let me go back into this. And we'll... I feel like this is probably good. But I want to listen to... I want to listen to the audio for the music again, just to make sure if I need to turn it up or... Because I feel like it might be able to be turned up a little bit. Test, 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 test. Okay, I think. I feel like... So if I do it like this... Hello, everybody, and welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody, and welcome to... It's gonna be hard trying to figure out how loud I want this to be. Because this is really loud in my ear. And I need to take off my sweater. I'm like in a constant state of too hot and too cold. Okay. We test the audio while people are trickling in. Yeah, that sounds fine. I think I'm gonna just do it, and if people come in and say it's too quiet, too loud, they'll let me know. It also could be that some of the audio, like some of the different people's entrance musics are a little bit louder or quieter. But okay, I'm gonna actually get into it. Future editing me is gonna get annoyed. I'm gonna be editing this VOD and be like, why the fuck did I just sit here talking for 30 minutes? I also like how I just deleted this. Test. Alright, we'll get into it. And then people can tell me, and then also I'll have to just watch back the VOD. Okay. Let's get into it. Oh. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Masu Pro Wrestling presents As Good as Gold. Tonight will be one of those historic MPW nights. And we're starting off the grand stage with MamaInu to take on the first match of the night. Our non-title match. Singles Idol Division one-on-one contest. And I mean, speaking of grand stages and historic people, we're talking about MamaInu. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I would say probably one of the people that have been on the most premium live events such as this, and probably the person who got the most premium live events in at least season 1. So we are going to see MamaInu had a little bit of a tough ride to this this premium live event. But now she's here to start us off the show. A position she's not unfamiliar with, but maybe a position she'd rather not be in. Because we all know that MamaInu would rather be in title contention, but unfortunately she's not here tonight. As in our main event, Rize, the longest reigning Idol Division champion of all time, will be defending her championship Sorry, I'm going through my notes. I might not be in the right notes. And we will have FlairZero defending the Icon Division Championship. Speaking of contenders for the Idol Division Championship, here we go. Here are my notes. We have Rocky coming in. Rocky was in the triple threat to determine the #1 contender for the Idol Division Championship against both Blueness and Ayasu, but unfortunately was not able to come up on top. Sort of the, I would say the dark horse maybe of the match. The underdog of the match would be Blueness, who came out on top in that match, was able to pick up the win in sort of an unexpected way. I think Blueness, she just captured the opportunity right as a point where nobody was expecting it to. Caught the people slacking and was able to pick up a massive win. Blueness's first ever Idol Division Championship will be held in the main event tonight. We're going back into some faction warfare with that, as Blueness and Rize will go one-on-one. The Shogunate versus the Coalition, but right now we have the Wandering Dragon, Rocky, going up against the veteran Shiba, that is MamaInu. MamaInu didn't make it very far in the #1 contenders tournament, actually losing to Ayasu, who would make it to the very end, I should say. I don't want to say make it all the way, but MamaInu has not had some luck at capturing any sort of championships. And some people are questioning her abilities to perform in the ring. We'll have to see how MamaInu takes those criticisms. I imagine she's not the type to focus heavily on other people's opinion of herself, but you have to think after a certain point those thoughts seep into your head of, am I good enough to be here? Because there are so many people, not only younger than you, but hungrier than you, that want this position. Sliding knee strike doesn't quite connect as MamaInu grabs Rocky by the horns. I think there's a saying about that somewhere. And an elbow drop for MamaInu. And a second one, just making sure that it is well known. And MamaInu is going up top, off the top rope double axe handle. Does connect on the outside. Of course, the referee is going to count. Referee's discretion, of course, on how fast they count. But they have till the count of 10 to get back in the ring, and if they don't, they will be disqualified as they battle in front of the French-Canadian commentators table and the unmanned Spanish announce team's commentator table. Ooh, bashing that kneecap right onto the concrete as these two continue to assault each other on the outside of the ring. MamaInu makes it back in, following Rocky, ducks that slap, that dangerous slap from Rocky. I don't know if anybody quite gives the as painful chop, sorry. I don't know if anyone can finish a sentence as poorly as I did, but someone that can land that powerful chops that Rocky does. I don't think anyone's on par. Goes for the DDT. Rocky punching out of it. We will say, right as I say, a slap to the left ear, back elbow. I must say, Rocky did have one of the most impressive #1 contender tournament match wins to get into the finals. Leg drop from the sky, guillotine style, and covers MamaInu for a 1-2. Only a 2 count this early, but a very telling 2 count. Rocky beat Usaino very, very quickly in the semifinals, if you will, before the finals. In a swift encounter, the newly crowned, might I say, openweight champion, Usaino. So to see Rocky come into that finals and not be able, right as I said that, the slap from Rocky, sending MamaInu to order it, but the shock for oh my god, super kick. I'm sorry, I love you from MamaInu. 1, 2, kick out of 2, nearly stealing it. You can't blink for a second or else you might miss something. But to finish my sentence, the shock of Rocky not coming in there and picking up the win as effectively as they did. Choke slam. MamaInu's back up, but ducks something. Ducks the grab. Blocks the right hand. MamaInu kicking back and forth and a right hand directly to Rocky's face. Old tricks once again. Or for the first time in this match, but once again in her career, 2 count and nearly taking it. I mean, a win over someone like Rocky right now is going to put stock behind your name, wind in your sails, momentum in your corner. Big splash, but nobody was home. And that knee strike right to the chin. Goes for that. The dropping knee handsprings doesn't quite connect. Nobody was home. Another left-handed slap to MamaInu, sending MamaInu to the corner. No, deciding to hold on to that Irish whip, pull her back into it. Now busting MamaInu open with the boot. Gonna make sure she gets the other side, or they get the other side. Rocky eyeing MamaInu. Blood in the water. Lost and found in the center of the ring. Rocky for the win. 2 count. MamaInu stays alive, but for how much longer? MamaInu, forearm kip up. Still got some fire left in her. That is the fire only someone that's raised pups can have. Sending Rocky, putting the Rocky in the Tree of Woe position. In the corner, you got nowhere to go when you're in this position. Except back down onto the mat. Rocky expertly rolling out of the ring, wanting to get some space. And now MamaInu playing a little bit of cat and mouse. Or just delirious from the strikes to the head. Out of the corner and tossing them. And Rocky thinks it might be enough. Maybe Rocky sees that delirium. Kick out of 2. And Rocky just scooping him up off the ground. Choking out MamaInu. It looks like MamaInu might have used up all of that energy. And Rocky is taking complete advantage of an elbow drop. MamaInu's back up. Spins Rocky around. For some old tricks again. Right as I say it. Right as I say she doesn't have the energy, she puts away Rocky. No, kick out at 2. Rocky barely kicking out. MamaInu's got to think quickly, though. Can't let Rocky get any sort of momentum back. Discus punch. Needlessly spinning around. I don't know if that's going to help MamaInu's delirium or dizziness. Flying fist. Once again, going to the high rent district hasn't worked out for MamaInu. Pulling at the back of the neck and just sending a fist right through the heart of MamaInu, choking her out again. The brutality of Rocky. As Rocky goes back up, elbow drop this time. Connecting. And Rocky thinks it's over. 2, 3, and it is. The miscalculations from MamaInu ended up costing her the match. Going up top. And Rocky once again proving that they are still very much capable of picking up these wins. I mean, the triple threat could have been the problem. If it was a 1v1 for the number 1 contenders, we could be looking at the number 1 contender right now, but unfortunately, when it comes to MPW, you have to be prepared for anything. And Rocky was not prepared for Blueness to steal the win right from under them, as we will move on to the MPW Openweight Championship match tonight. Let's check it out. I feel like it's only a matter of time until Rocky is Idol Division champion again. I could definitely see her going on a tear. And for anybody that dropped in, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? Let me know how the audio sounds for the game, because I had to play around with it. And let me know how my audio sounds. If I'm too loud, let me know. Especially when I get up there. I don't want to blow out your guys' ears. So when I'm like, oh my god, Please feel free to tell me. Let's get into the second match of the night. The first of many title matches here tonight at Good as Gold. This is the Openweight Championship, where the challenger is randomly selected from either division to challenge in a Falls Count Anywhere Anything Goes match. Who has been selected for Usaino's Openweight Championship? And when you talk about the Openweight Championship, this man's name is not far behind it. Gaelic Angel, the first ever Openweight champion in MPW. Not only that, the first two-time Openweight champion in history, holding the title for a total of 25 days across his two title reigns. So he's here for a short time, not a long time, but Gaelic Angel is looking for another chance at the Openweight Championship against Usaino, who has recently been crowned the new Openweight champion. Taking it away from MintyClovers. The first ever championship Usaino has ever held in MPW history. The Openweight Championship. Can they defend it? I mean, this is something that is not an easy championship to defend. It's defended 2 times as many times as any world championship and 4 times as many times as the tag team championship. It is called the Blue Chipper Championship for a reason. And Usaino has it around their neck. The Gore Bunny, MPW's own Bunny Bean. The first time they have held the Openweight Championship and the first time they've held a championship in MPW. They say the first defense is the hardest. Can Usaino get through it? Because out of the people that have defended the championship at least one time, 4 of them have been able to hold it past the first title defense. Only 5 have held it one time, or have only had one defense, and 5 of them has held it, but have defended it 0 times successfully. Angel has not been able to defend the Openweight Championship before, so could it be a thing of easier to capture than defend? But I know Usaino has been waiting for a championship, been pining, been hungry for a championship. And this sort of brutal style of match, I think, leans into Usaino's new persona, new state of mind, the Falls Count Anywhere Anything Goes, allowing you to use any weapon you want, any foreign object in the MPW arena, and pinning or submitting your opponent, even outside the ring, allows for you to basically get away with anything you want. And I think that's something that Usaino can just let loose in an Openweight Championship match. They are not unfamiliar with the Falls Count Anywhere rules, though they haven't always been successful. And to go up against someone like Gaelic Angel, who truly and undoubtedly, at certain occasions, doesn't seem like he cares for his physical well-being when it comes to these matches, willing to put himself on the line, him and his body on the line. This is really a toss-up for who is going to come out on top here for the Openweight Championship. If Angel can pick up this win, Angel will be the first ever 3-time Openweight champion in history. The last championship we saw Angel have around his waist was the Icon Division Championship back at Not a Christmas Show, which I believe is at least 10 weeks ago. Over 10 weeks ago. It would have been 15 weeks ago. So a good time since Angel has held a championship. And I think the first time Angel will hold this championship with his new look. With his whole, his Season 2 change. Both of these two have changed drastically from Season 1, Season 2. How will that affect them going into this match? And how... And who will use what to their advantage to pick up a win? As I say that, though, inverted DDT from off the ropes by Usaino. Usaino, this match, of course, you can pin or submit your opponents on the outside of the ring, but Usaino almost wants to stay in the ring because they use the ropes to their advantage. They can bounce off any of the ropes from the turnbuckle to the top rope. Like I say that immediately, Usaino maybe wants to try and keep this match inside the ring for as much as possible. Maybe only going to the outside to inflict certain amount of damage, nearly taking it. I mean, Usaino had a really quick championship win, maybe even one of the most quick championship wins we've ever seen. Nearly defending the title just as quickly. Angel's back up and bouncing Usaino. Mouth first off the knee. And going for a DDT of his own. I will say bumps him. I will say Angel is very, very familiar with going over the top rope and using his body as a human catapult. Over the knee of Usaino this time to Angel. Angel's back up as they both make it to the outside. Anything can happen on the outside, and it's just as dangerous. Sit down, power bomb to Usaino, and a DDT on the floor. Usaino, though, kip up. It's like the pain is fueling them. Back up to the knee again, busting Usaino open. That didn't go all too well for MamaInu. Power bomb on that again, man. Oh my god, onto the apron. Bouncing the back of Usaino's head onto the apron, the hardest part of the ring. Usaino doesn't even look like they care, though, sending Angel into the ring. Kendo stick in hand. Angel wants to knock that out of Usaino's hands quickly. Gets them up for the potential to fall from grace. Usaino slips out of it. Snapmare off the ropes. Kicks them in the side of the head. The kendo stick. Everything is legal as they whack it across. Angel's back once again. Just turning. Angel foolishly turning his back to Usaino. And Usaino thinks maybe that's enough damage to be dealt. 2 count. The red marks and welts that Angel will have on his back in the morning from those kendo stick shots. Angel's back up, but a facebuster from Usaino. Usaino slowly getting to one knee, maybe running out of energy already, maybe putting the foot on the gas too much. Standing Spanish fly, potentially? Angel had it countered. Ducks the punch, delivers their own. Rocks Angel again for a second facebuster, busting Angel open. It looks like the right side of Angel's forehead has got a huge gash. But it wouldn't be one of Angel's matches without him bleeding. Usaino is looking to go up top, but maybe taking too much time as Angel gets that right hand. nearly rocking him off. But Usano does go up and over Angel. Yeah, look at the blood gushing from the right side of Angel. Usano's back up top. Body stomp, maybe what they wanted to do originally, but nobody was home, landing on their feet. Angel sending Usano off the ropes. Ducks under. Spinning heel kick. Knocks them down. Kip up right into the two hands of Angel. Clothesline. Takes them down once more. Angel fired up, the eyes rolling to the back of the skull. Kick out at 2. Angel is running on complete fumes right now, absolutely on autopilot. Neck breaker, trying to slow the pace of the match down slightly, maybe looking for the kendo stick. Usano tries to drop kick from the ring, but a little bit miscalculation there. Trade of blows. Once again, Angel trying to slow down the pace of the match just ever so slightly. Some rib punches. Body shots by Usano as Angel sends Usano up and over. Wants that kendo stick. Of course, they can be outside here as long as they want, and they are not safe on the outside of the ring. As Usano is getting their lashes, I don't know, shitty little splash. Lashes and splashes and pashes. Angel's looking for something but a jawbreaker reversal by Usano. Ooh, face first into the splinters of the kendo stick. Probably cutting up the blood even more. Down the rabbit hole by Usano. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, kick out of 2. Angel kicking out at 2. Usano now just punishing the back and the spine of Angel. What is it going to take to put him away? Angel back up on his feet. Drop kick. And a Pele kick from Usano. A Pele kick. Catching Angel off guard maybe, but the ref is so out of position that it's a 0 count. That is definitely the referee's fault. I have no idea what the ref was doing there. But as they say, referees win and lose you championships. And speaking of championships, the Openweight Championship might just be defended here. Usano caught off guard. Angel back up on his feet. I think Usano was looking for the bunny stomp. Kick out at 1 by Usano. Maybe not taken too kindly to the 0 count this early into the match, or this late into the match. Fall from grace. The blood drenching Angel's face. Angel might be feeling it. Well, maybe not. He thinks I mean, it's not like Angel to not risk his life, but maybe thinking against it. Gonna take his time on the outside. I mean, you don't want to miscalculate your jump, maybe cost yourself the match. Angel has Usano up for a something. I don't know what you would call them, but landing directly on the face. Usano kicks out at 2. On the concrete as well. Booty pop and moonsault. Nobody's home, shooting the pain down the chest of Angel. Spinning back kick, drop kick doesn't knock down Usano. The force of the bunny. Speaking of the bunny, down the rabbit hole again on the concrete. Usano to retain. 1, 2, 3. Usano retains the Openweight Championship. Whether it was the ref's negligence or not, Usano still retains the championship. Bloodied and battered, the bunny beats Angel. Blood dripping from their face and mouth. As we will move on to the next match of the night. We will see you guys there. As Usino's Openweight Championship reign continues. How's it going, Shmeeps? Welcome on in, welcome on in. Yeah, I don't know what the ref was doing there. The ref's AI just gave out. Oh. Dude, my voice was gonna give out during that. Also, let me know, Shmeeps. I know you will, even if I didn't say this, but let me know if the audio sounds good, because I was playing around with the audio a little bit. So if I sound too loud, even like if I'm getting too loud, like scream-wise, let me know, you know? Okay. I know who's in this match. I know who's in every match. Nice. I hope you have a good time then. Ugh. It is time for the Tag Team Championship match between the first Tag Team Champions and the #1 contenders. These two fought through a war to get to this point, beating Glitchy and FlairZero, excuse my paper sounds, for the #1 contendership. It is Bonk and Dragthulu, the #1 contenders. I mean, they had a very, very powerful win for the #1 contendership. Bonk and Drag. Bonk and Drag fought through some tough matches. They fought... I'm trying to get up all of the matches and saying this, but it's not helping me. They beat MintyClovers and Sleepy and Flair and Glitchy to get to this point, to get this #1 contendership. And I mean, these two have had some very tough matches to go up against, and they have, I don't want to say dominated, but more or less dominated the opponents. They have been taking the tag team division by storm, as well as they've already done basically everything you can in singles competition. They have become the openweight champion. They've become the Icon Division champion. This is the one chance they have to be tag team champions so far in their career. And if they become tag team champions, it's gonna, I feel like they could be one of the most dominant tag team champions in history. But speaking of the current tag team champions, the first ever tag team champions who have already defended the championship one time, it is none other than Empress Morgana and her creation, her beast, her trophy, MPW, the tag team of La Primera, Empress Morgana and MPW. I mean, if there's anyone that can match Bonk's power, it is undoubtedly MPW, with the cybernetic enhancements and a little bit of green dust in there. You never know what MPW is quite made of. MPW, and of course, MPW is the body of the snake as much as Empress Morgana is the head controlling it. You do not want to underestimate Empress. I know when you look at Team La Primera, you're gonna see BeepsWorld and you're going to think BeepsWorld is the threat. You have to focus BeepsWorld down. But Empress Morgana, 9 times out of 10, has BeepsWorld wear down her opponents just to inflict the hemlock and make them tap. BeepsWorld is terrifying. BeepsWorld is the reason I have my own booth. Is one of the reasons I have my own booth and I'm not down there with the French-Canadian commentators table. But when it comes to conniving, cheating, or doing anything it takes to win, that is Empress Morgana's MO, and she's going to do whatever it takes to win without having any sort of issues with herself, you know? So the boys have gotta focus. They gotta understand that if you chop the head off of the snake will die. Empress Morgana is the leader, and and if they can focus that and figure that out, they can. But also, I know someone like Bonk might be a little bit stubborn, sees a tough opponent in front of him. His Super Nan DNA is not gonna allow him to turn around and not take on that challenge full strength to test his own. The Tag Team Championship is only defended twice, or once every 2 PLEs. The referee showing them what it's all about, the Tag Team Championship on the line. Of course, this match is in Tornado Tag rules. You're allowed to use any weapons you want, and you have to fight each other. Oh, clothesline by BeepsWorld. Dragthulu taking it to Empress Morgana. I mean, I do say maybe you want to focus down someone like Empress. You can't let BeepsWorld get away with whatever they want. But if you both can just handle your opponents together, you know, that will work. We did see some interesting strategies between... Oh, backstabber by Dragthulu. We did see some interesting teamwork between Dragthulu and Bonk, where they were taking one of their opponents away from the other person, isolating them so that they could work 2-on-1. We might be seeing that later or at some point in this match as well. We'll have to see how they do. Half and half by Bonk to Empress. There can only be one first ever champion, but of course, at the same breath, there can only be one, or there will be one person to take out the first ever champion, the first person to dethrone the first ever champion. We know that Bonk and Dragthulu want to be that person. Dragthulu in the power bomb into the barricade. Shoulders first as Empress is trying to wear down Bonk with a submission hold on the legs. BeepsWorld covering Dragthulu, 2 count. A near fall. Of course, falls count anywhere for this tag team match. Bonk sending Empress into the ring, maybe looking for that 2-on-1, but BeepsWorld had it scouted. Big boot, and now gonna look for the equalizer. The steel chair, cross arm breaker. Tried to pull the cybernetics from the arm of BeepsWorld. Empress breaks it up. The arm breaker bumps him. And another suplex, a big boot by BeepsWorld. You don't want to look away for a second, or you might miss something in this match. Sending BeepsWorld into the solid gold steel steps. BeepsWorld and Dragthulu fighting on the other side of the ring. Suplex on the floor as Bonk throws Empress Morgana to the French-Canadian commentators table. Butterfly takeover. Drag's looking for something under the ring. Is that a bat? He does have the bat, and now Bonk running to BeepsWorld. What is BeepsWorld? Got a table. Empress sliding the knees out from under Bonk. Beeps wants all the toys. Going for the bat. Wasting a bit of time, though. Dragthulu has BeepsWorld in the powerbomb. Gonna give a taste of her own medicine. Shoulder blades into the barricade. Of course, when you have as much time as you want on the outside, you can use the barricade as a weapon to your heart's content. The bat in Dragthulu's hand. The hubris, though, of both these two. Not using it fast enough, sending him into the corner, into the MPW logo that's just a W for some reason. Fireman's carry. Drops Empress face first. That's been a problem with the printing company. Bonk noticing that his teammate is down. Kick out at 0, a little bit slow, but Bonk would have saved him either way. Emrys takes the legs down again, working over Bonk. Dude, the 2-on-1 to drag. Emrys using their wrestling prowess to just take them down. Pull them to the mat. Bonk grabs Emrys immediately, but BeepsWorld playing on defense, protecting the leader. Dragon suplex! Tossing BeepsWorld up and over his shoulders. Now Dragthulu trying to maybe to separate BeepsWorld from Emrys. As I said before, they try to separate and take down, which is a very smart maneuver, especially when you want to get some pins. Remove the other component from the team. Bonk is just relaxing as Emrys has to make her way all the way around the ring. Referee wasn't paying attention. I said don't stop, or don't blink, you might miss something, and obviously the ref blinked. Spinning Bonk around, maybe looking for something. Bonk reverses it though. Sidewalk slam onto the floor. Bonk has Emrys in a precarious situation. The tag team champions look like they might be in trouble. Sending Beeps and Emrys into the ring. Bonk super kick to the chest. What the fuck was that? That was beautiful. Goes for the cover. 1-2 championship. Nearly new champion. Emrys might have been able to break it up, but it was almost a new champion if BeepsWorld didn't kick out. Bonk grabbing BeepsWorld's arm again, targeting the cybernetic arm of BeepsWorld. Emrys with a reverse neck breaker. Trying to get away from Bonk. Rolling to the outside with BeepsWorld. Half and half again, just dumping her on her head on the concrete. Dragthulu's got the kendo stick. Seemed to be the most effective with weapons so far. Though I say that, commentators curse with a swing and a miss. BeepsWorld's looking for something, but Bonk countered it. Follow-away slam, follow-away toss. And now Emrys has the kendo stick in hand. Over the back of the head of Dragthulu. Bonk playing a little bit of goalie. Emrys trying to fight off both of the icons. But the 2-on-1 is getting a bit much for her. BeepsWorld coming out. The cavalry has returned, but sent back into the ring. As Bonk and Dragthulu continue to try and isolate Emrys Morgana. Bonk going into the ring, though. Looking for a powerbomb. Oh, God, Tombstone. Tombstone positioning. Sit down Tombstone on the outside. Referee's not paying attention. And neither is BeepsWorld. Kick out of 2. Referee took 50 years. Referee's got to hurry up, man. Double choke bomb by BeepsWorld. Onto the unset up table. Emrys with the kick, busting open Dragthulu. Someone else over there got busted open, but I didn't see it. Emrys going for a cover. What's a red referee? Way too out of position. 2. Kick out nearly retaining the championship. I don't know what the referees are doing here, but we might have to see if there's some sort of collusion. As I say that again, Tombstone to Emrys, but referee's counting the other pin. 2. Oh, kick out of 2. Dragthulu thought that maybe that was the end for the partner. Doesn't decide to pin Emrys, who's already on the ground. That might have just costed them the championship. Not taking that opportunity, but we'll see. That was a big risk. Wanting to make sure that his partner is okay. Kendo stick in hand, once again knocked out. Bonk, oh my God! On to the concrete, I think. We might see new champions. Kick out of 2. Emrys just getting dumped on her head constantly. I said target the head of the snake. I didn't mean that literally. Bonk's got that power bomb once again onto the apron, spinning her back into it. An elevated something. I don't know what she's doing. She's spinning Dragthulu around, and Empress now just letting out her emotions, beating the horse's face. Beating Bonk like a dead horse. Snapmare from Dragthulu, continuing to punish the head. Russian leg sweep. Hooks him in for a hemlock on the floor. Bonk could tap. Bonk could very much tap right here as Dragthulu taking the long way around. Bonk could tap. I don't think Dragthulu knows where they are. Oh, natural one. Natural one from MPW to Dragthulu. Bonk fights back. Just barely hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, the tag team almost retained the championship. Sledgehammer to the gut. Backbreaker. Dragon. Oh, and pinfall from Bonk. Roll up. 2. Kick out. 1, 2. Kick out. No, a double kick out by the champions. German suplex to Empress. Another sit down tombstone. MPW's down. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. MPW will not say die. Swinging neck breaker. And Bonk is taking it to Empress. Empress might tap. Submission applied. German, or either German or Dragon suplex. I didn't quite see it, but Empress might tap here. That would be that would tank her her ego a bit. Super kick. And the handspring elbow drop. The champions are in trouble. I feel like at any point they could get taken down. The 2-on-1 assault to Dragthulu now. Big kick to the big head kick by Empress. 2 Dragthulu to the challenger. Kick out of 2. Empress telling the, oh my god, rolling thunder. Empress telling the referee to hurry up the count. Spinning Bonk around again. Backbreaker once more. Drag following. Back to the outside. A knee strike to the gut. Enziguri by Bonk. This is literally anybody's game. Anybody's opportunity to win the championship. Black hole slam by Dragthulu. MPW's is a little bit in the way here. Kick out of 2. I think Bonk might have wasted the ref's time a little bit, gotten in the way, but MPW running power slam. Big boot. MPW stands tall. Rolling up by Dragthulu, though. Could this be enough? Referee out of position. 1, 2 to take away the championship. No, kick out of 2. Big boot avoided. Saves. Bonk saves Dragthulu. Putting them on that metal grate. Russian leg sweep. Maybe looking for the hemlock again. Dragthulu can tap. Dragthulu can tap. No, I don't think she has it locked in all the way. Dragthulu puts the shoulder, gets it over the shoulder. 2. Dragthulu and Bonk are the new tag team champions. La Primera has been dethroned. The second ever tag team champions, Dragthulu and Bonk, defeat La Primera. But will they have a longer run? The second ever tag team champions, as we'll move on to the Icon Division Championship next. Has BeepsWorld gotten taller? BeepsWorld got taller when she became like her 2.0 variant. I like to call the 2.0 version. When she has like the new mask and the new face thing. I made her the highest height you can have. Before she used to be the same height as you. Dude, when Bonk pinned there, I don't even think I said anything. Like, I don't think I counted or anything, because I was literally holding my breath. I was literally holding my breath while it was happening. Now, this is going to be an interesting match. I feel like I know which way it's going to go. Actually, okay, we're going to run a 3-minute ad. I got to go to the bathroom, too, so I'll be right back. We're going to run a 3-minute ad. For any of you that don't get ads, I'm going to put you guys on the BRB screen, so BRB. Yes. Hello, sir. Would you like to have a conversation with me about potentially your death? Yes, so you were my death. You look so small and soft. Tell Odin he may have broken this form, but the wilderness will never submit to his rule.
So the deer's talking to you.
The deer's saying that.
Wait, why are you dancing? How are you dancing like that?
Me? What? Oh, yeah, Sleepy's dancing!
What?
Sleepy's like rolling his shoulders back and dancing.
Yeah! Dude, you're moving!
Wait, hold on,
Look at him go!
Look at this dude! I'm uninstalling Lost Ark. I'm frickin' clicking to update Monster Hunter, and then it just starts updating Lost Ark. Yes, I don't want Lost Ark anymore. Leave me alone. What the heck is up with Steam today, man? And Staxolotl, I have a moat with millions of them. Why are you against me being for things?
I'm sorry?
What the fuck is this is this not a buried treasure map? No, it's just a map. You were worthless to me. Ugh. I'm back. We still got a minute on the ads. How's everybody's day going? I have an idea for an arc for ShmeepsWorld. But I almost want it to conclude. I almost want to like conclude it before we move to the next game. But I don't know how I want to do it or what we're gonna do for it. So I'll have to see. But I have an arc I want to do for BeepsWorld, which losing the tag team championship does help. We're honestly close to finishing season 2 of MPW. Like, we're getting up there. I think we have this, then Carnal Chaos, so that's 5 more weeks. And then we have Last Call, and then See You Next Time. We have 3 more premium live events until MPW's season 2 is officially over. Which I would not mind if we started season 3 in the new game. But we'll have to see, because I have to get the new game, and I have to make everybody and do all the stuff, so... Alright. Let's... Sorry if the paper is hitting... Sorry, I just smacked the mic. Alright. So this... Let me see. Alright, let's get into it. All right, it is time for the Icon Division Championship match. And it will be between Greg and FlairZero. Greg won the #1 contenders tournament for Flair's championship. And it looks like he's got in his corner one of the members of the coalition, a bear. His best friend, I assume, a great friend to Garreth. They look all business. Greg was in the triple threat with BA Tycho, and it took BA Tycho and Greg to take down TheSleepyPengu in the triple threat, and Greg was able to get the pinfall, meaning he's the #1 contender, and having another coalition member in his corner might just be exactly what he needs to pick up the win against the champion, FlairZero. But of course, FlairZero's got the cavalry of his own, his tag team partner and partner in life. GlitchyBasturds is accompanying him to his corner, and someone that's one of the only people that probably have the same height as the bear. But FlairZero, one of the more dominant champions in MPW history, the second longest reigning champion in MPW, a total of 75 days as champion. Just breaking over the halfway mark to catching up to Zarataro, who had it for, I believe, 140 days. FlairZero defended his championship last at Divisions on the newly crowned one half of the tag team champions. Bonk cashed in his golden opportunity when Flair wasn't expecting it against a match he lost to Rize. And then he defended the championship. Can he defend it here tonight against Greg, knowing that the coalition is in his corner? And of course, Greg wants to pick up. This is Greg's first ever Icon Division Championship match. This is the first Icon Division Championship that the Coalition will bring back. And he wants to set a good example for his Coalition partner, Blueness, who is in the Openweight, or who's in the Idol Division Championship next, the #1 contender for the Idol Division Championship. Crossbody off the top rope. The bear was startled by that one. Greg is a little bit of an enigma, completely. You don't know what to expect. He's truly a dark horse when it comes to MPW. You don't know what he's capable of, and if he's just gonna, like, somehow pop up and win. Covers Greg for the 1 count. Having support in your corner can be so helpful. Like I said, exactly what I said. You never know what to expect. Greg grabbing Flair's legs with his own, pulling him into a pinfall. If Flair's not careful, German suplex. Greg could just easily steal the championship right from under him. Well, this champion has been a completely new version of Flair, bouncing his head off all the turnbuckles. It's been a completely different version of Flair. Big boot, big bicycle kick. One that's able to improvise a little bit more. Enziguri a little bit off the mark, off the ropes. Flying forearm. Finds his mark. Clothesline blocked by Greg. This would be an absolute massive win for Greg. Someone that bumps him. Someone that came from out of nowhere, picking up the biggest title in the Icon division. Pulling on the neck, squeezing at the head of Flair. Rolls him over. Greg's got Flair back up. Sends him up and over. Gonna try and send him to the floor to meet Glitchy, but Flair, like his laundry, leaves him to dry. Off the top, double axe handle, crowns him. Goes for the cover again. One. Get a one. We'll have to see what these two in the corner, if these two in the corner will end up involving themselves in this match. Of course, they're not allowed to physically get involved, but verbally, people are not so unfamiliar. Clothesline. The Greg Nation behind Greg as he's fueled with energy, coursing through his veins once again on the champion. Greg has been getting in some good offense on the champion. If Flair's not careful, he could lose his title. Forearm sends Flair to the corner. Goes for shoulders first, into the turnbuckle, just rams his foot across the jaw. Glitchy enthusiastic about the violence that she is witnessing. Combo breaker! Puts him to sleep in the corner. Of course, there are rope breaks, meaning that Flair's got to move Greg away from the ropes. We haven't seen that all night except for the first match. Kick out of 2. And that coming into play, so you might have forgotten about it. Going for something. Greg! Ooh, the running knee! Back and forth. Flair's got him up on his shoulders. Sends him into the corner. Bounces him off the turnbuckle. One more time. And out from the corner with a little power bomb. Holds the legs up. His shoulders are down. Greg gets that shoulder up barely. Double stomp. And another knee strikes him. For someone like Greg, he wants to bring that championship home to the Coalition after B.A. Tycho basically gave it to him. Gave him this opportunity. Off the rope, Enziguri. Middle rope. Middle rope springboard Enziguri. Greg going up and over the top rope. What is Greg thinking from up here? Obviously, his plans have changed as Greg gets Flair up for the Gregening! The Gregening! The Gregening to Flair for the championship! Kick out of 2! I don't know if Flair has underestimated Greg or if Greg is just as powerful, but we could see a new champion and the Greg Nation is fired up. Flair's back into the ring. Leg lariat. Caught by Greg. Once again, going to the springboard leg kick. Getting on top of the champion. Flair is looking like a floundering fish out there. Oh, as I say that, though, commentators curse the forearms blasted into the face of Greg, and now Greg is being turned over for the Boston Crab. Very close to the ropes, though. But we could see a tap-out finish. Greg is in trouble. This is not a comfortable position that you want to be in. Greg rolling him over. Flips the champion. Oh, gets his shoulders down. Kick out of 1. Flair was not having it. Forearms pushing Flair into the ropes. Sends Flair off the ropes. Spears the ref. The ref got in the way. Greg had it, but the ref got in the way. A miscalculation from Greg could very well have costed him the match. The referee is out. The referee is finally getting back. And right at the perfect time as the sleeper hold is locked in on Flair. Flair could pass out or tap. No jawbreaker. Greg could have been the new champion, but he speared the wrong guy. Sending Greg off the ropes. Bumps him. Below zero. Covers Greg. 1. The referee is injured. 2. Kick out at 2. The referee looking dazed still. That is a senior official for you. Still fighting it. Ducks it. Catches his leg and sweeps him for that drop kick. A beautiful combination by Flair. Craig nearly had it. Spinning back fist a little bit too short. Is able to still capitalize on the situation. Knee strike. And improvised knees. Greg going up the top again. We saw him earlier go to the top rope, but thought against it. Off the top, elbow drop. Nobody's home. This might have given Flair just enough time to... Oh, rope break! Greg, like I said earlier, grabs the ropes and saves his shot at the championship. Below zero! I think that might have just been it for Greg. 2, 3. His 3rd title defense, FlairZero. FlairZero celebrating with Glitchy. Still the Icon Division champion. As we'll move on to the next match of the night. Also, for some reason, I think, yeah, the game did not make that a championship match for some reason, which is fine because he didn't lose the championship. But I just realized that it, like, turned off all the championship matches. I don't even remember if Usano... No, Usano's was definitely a championship match. Yeah, it's weird. Okay. Well, this one's gonna be a championship match, so... Dude, that actually, we could have seen Greg. I feel like Flair probably would have kicked out knowing Flair, but we could have seen Greg winning the Icon Division Championship. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I totally said the wrong number for Flair's title reign currently. Cuz it's so he's on week 15. Or we're on week 45, so he has 15 weeks. I put 15 times 5, which is 75. It's 15 times 7, which is 105. That makes more sense. And then Rize has held it for 35 weeks. So 245. Okay. Let's get into it. It is time for the main event of the evening. The Idol Division Championship is on the line. And I have to say quickly, in the last match, I said that Flair has held the championship for 75 days. I was incorrect. It's 105, I believe. But our number one contender that worked their way, nobody really saw Blueness potentially winning. But obviously, the man in his corner, or the man in her corner, saw all the potential in Blueness. That's B.A. Tycho. Much like Flair and Greg had someone in their corner, it looks like the second half of the coalition are here for the championship, and it does not look like B.A. Tycho's very pleased with Greg's performance. Can B.A. Tycho's good little soldier, Blueness, pick up the win against the longest reigning Idol Division champion in history, Rize? I mean, could this be unnecessary pressure for Blueness with having B.A. Tycho in the corner, or do they have something planned? As well as you have to take in consideration that the longest reigning Idol Division champion, 245 days as champion, she is never alone. The Shogunate are always just a couple of steps behind the self-proclaimed Panda Archon herself, Rize. Aza, Naza, and Ayasu. The left and the right hand of the Shogunate. And arguably, some of the main reasons why Rize is still champion. We saw some faction warfare between the Shogunate and the Coalition, and it did not go well in the Coalition's favor, not picking up a single win in those matches. But this is for the championship, this is for all the marbles, and we know that Rize, like Gollum with the ring, is not going to let that thing go. The most prestigious title in the Idol Division, the Idol Division Championship. This is Blueness' first ever shot at the Idol Division Championship. It did not go well for Greg, but will Blueness do it? Blueness has not held a championship in MPW. Blueness has only ever won the Ultimate Openweight Tournament and did not win the championship off of that match that she earned for the Openweight Championship. This is basically like her second title shot, I think. She might have had more Openweight Championship matches, but I'm not quite sure. Rize handing the championship to our senior official. We had to get a whole different referee out here for this match after our last referee got speared by Greg. The Idol Division Championship. Blueness versus Rize. To get to this point. Oh, dropkick straight out of the gate. To get to this point, Blueness had to beat Tyranno Maximum, Draven, and Rocky and Ayasu in the finals. Spinning back kick. Hooks the leg. Blueness, Northern Light suplex. Though I will say, unlike Greg, Blueness is one of the more athletic athletic people in the Shogun, or not the Shogun, in the Coalition. So you never really know what to expect from her. She kind of can come out of anywhere. German suplex for the championship, but way too early to call it. Blueness was one of the people that B.A. Tycho scouted just based off of her athleticism alone. Blueness going to the top rope, splash, but nobody's home. Taking risks a little bit early. I mean, if you're going to take risks, might as well take them early before it's too late. Butterfly takeover by the champion. You can't take anything away from Rize. She has held the championship longer than anybody else. Single arm power bomb. Over the top rope cannonball. What the hell is Ayasu and Azanaza doing? They can, I mean, I was gonna say they can't get physical with Blueness risking the disqualification of Rize, but I have to remind you and myself of the champion's advantage. Something that Blueness might have to focus on, because if Rize gets counted out or disqualified, Rize does not lose the championship. So that's something Blueness has to take into consideration, and the Shogunate might have attempted to disqualify Rize early to keep the championship. It is a title defense. It's just not a championship, or it's not a match-winning idea, but it will defend your title. As Rize is showing that she's willing to spend as much time as she wants on the outside of the ring. Blueness going to go inside the ring. Rize following at 7. Blueness saying that figuratively firing the kill shot. But I wouldn't be so hasty as Rize gets the cover. And now goes to the headbutts. I mean, this has been all Rize out the gate. Blueness hasn't been able to get too much offense off. Of course, commentators curse for Rize. Kick to the head. Blueness going up top, but Rize already back up to their feet. Big punch just kind of barely connects, but still takes down Rize. I don't think they got quite all of it, but it was effective enough. And a spine buster by Blueness. Ayasu once again getting into the face of Blueness. I mean, that was one of the members of the triple threat that Blueness won. Electric chair drop. And of course, these talking heads are going to become more and more of a difficulty for Blueness. You have to try to just not get distracted. But of course, Ayasu and Azanaza masters at getting under the skin. Blueness looking to try and get into that middle ropes. Inverted DDT. Rize using that distraction perfectly, and just the momentum has shifted. Big boot. Keeping Blueness down. Boots to the gut. Spinning power bomb. And a split-legged moonsault to the Blue Vampire. Rize nearly defending the championship. I mean, B.A. Tycho, you can't really tell what he's thinking under that mask, but I know B.A. Tycho's probably not that happy. Rize getting through the middle ropes, trying to grab Blueness, but Blueness effectively knocking Rize off the ropes, gonna follow her to the outside. Or off the apron, rather, not the ropes. Sending Rize back into the ring. Blueness, ooh, grabbing her. Double stomp as she rolls her right over into a double stomp. Into a neck breaker. And now Azanaza is sharing some words with Blueness. Wrath of God moving her away from the ropes. The champion using the distraction again. I mean, there's a reason that she's the longest reigning Idol Division champion in history. And a spear, no! Blueness blocks the spear onto the top rope. Blue Moon! Rize's a little bit close to the ropes, though. 1, 2 to champion. Kick out at 2. Blueness nearly had it. Through all the distractions. nearly catching the championship or capturing the championship. Rize gets the submission hold. Very close to the ropes, and we could see Blueness tap. We haven't seen a tap out all night. As I hear Azanazu Ayasu rummaging around in the background. Yes, they threw in a chair, distracting the referee for a moment. Blueness trying to grab the ropes. Again gets caught by Rize. Drop kick to the floor. Landing on the concrete. Rize go to the top. Oh my god, that could not have felt good for either of those two. Receiving or giving. Chop. Overhand chop right in front of the French Canadian commentator's table. Northern Lights suplex. Working over the legs of Rize. Once again, Blueness is wanting to keep track of the count for the ref. Drop kick to the champion. Double stomp at the 5. And now gonna bounce the knee off the concrete. Blueness gets in at 7 but wants to break the count. Rize's looking dazed on the floor. Double stomp kick. Rights and a chop and another right and a spinning back kick. Rize is looking drowsy. As I say that, the champion gets Blueness back in the ring. Blueness was looking for something but got slapped out of it. Rize, arm drag. Rize backing up into the corner. A spear this time connecting. In the center of the ring to retain the championship. Blueness kicks out. Rize is looking to finally put that final nail in the coffin. Finally, Blueness had it scouted. Inside leg kicks. Blueness is looking for something as the Shogunate cheer from the corner. Rize fighting out of the corner, getting back onto her feet. Back kick. Fisherman suplex. No. Northern Light reversal. Blueness maybe going back up top. She is. Rize's back up onto her feet. Drop kick. Ooh, a little bit too short. That miscalculation could cost her the match. Every little miscalculation, misstep could be the difference maker in whether you win or lose. Once again, Blueness was thinking about what she was potentially wanting to do. Ayasu getting on the apron. Blueness back up. Sending her off the ropes. Arm drag. Rize's looking wobbly. Maybe thinking that that's just enough. And it is. Rize looked delirious, and it just might have been a battle of attrition for the championship. The Coalition coming up empty-handed with Rize's 6th title defense. Running away with it. The gold stays with Rize at MPW presents As Good as Gold. I was your host, Masu Pro Wrestling Ton, and I will see you guys next week. Yeah, next week on Thursday. I'll catch you guys later. Not actually the end of stream. Dude, I don't know if I whispered it or just said it really loud in my head. But when she did the arm drag and she stopped for a second and then pinned her, I literally just said, please don't let that be the end. Like, please don't be that. Like, I don't know why the game randomly just makes the matches end with weird moves. I'm just like, please don't let that be the end. Like, why? Well, like the worst finish ever. Oh yeah, we're gonna edit some matches. We got 2 more shows, which means 8 more matches total. So I hope you guys will stick around for me with that. I'm happy that Rize defended the title, though. Though I will say that Blueness is one of my favorite characters, so I'm a little bit biased. I'm gonna sneeze. Ooh. I need to make sure, because the other match wasn't made a title match. I gotta make sure the tag team match was made a title match. And then... oh, yeah. People like Potato and Sleepy are hard to find sometimes because everything is in alphabetical order. But because TheSleepyPengu is all one word, it thinks his name starts with T, which I guess it technically does. But I think of, like, Sleepy, you know? Yep, it didn't count it as a thing, which is good that I checked it. Let me make sure... Alright, everybody else should have their title. And then I also need to remove... For some reason, Bonk still has the briefcase. Okay. We'll start the next show. All right. Let's get into the next show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and we are back to regularly scheduled programming. And my favorite thing to call No Man's Land off of the great Good as Gold Premium Live event, where we saw some titles change hand and we saw some titles remain the same. We're going to start off with Idol Division one-on-one contest, ShmeepsWorld, former Openweight and Idol Division champion. Going to start us off. Shmeeps had a shot at the Idol Division Championship tournament, but didn't make it very far. Maybe she can impress the bosses upstairs and earn another shot at the title as we move on into Carnal Chaos territory. I'm hearing rumblings by the boss upstairs that they're maybe looking for a four-way match, a 1v1v1v1 for the championship, a four-way, if you will. And ShmeepsWorld is very familiar with the former and the longest one half of the longest reigning tag team champions, Emrys Morgana, coming out alone. It's very very unfamiliar territory for us, seeing Emrys Morgana by herself, but I heard the locker room last week on Saturday, Emrys Morgana was not pleased with losing the championship. So you never know. We could completely see a new BeepsWorld in the next coming weeks. I mean, what other cybernetic enhancements could Emrys implant into MPW to make her any better? Emrys losing her second championship ever. The tag team champions to Bonk and Dragthulu last week. But that's not what it's about. It's about the battle of women in black pants. Dropping Shmeeps' back of the head onto the knee. At least you don't land on anything spiky. As Emrys maybe is transitioning from the tag team division and trying to go back into the singles division as ShmeepsWorld swantons onto the back of Emrys. I know Shmeeps, it's very personal when it's going up against Emrys. Shoulders down, kick it at 1. Not only is Emrys sort of in control of MPW, but Shmeeps has wanted to go for those championships with Draven, those tag team championships with Draven, was thwarted by Emrys and MPW. ShmeepsWorld has a slew of problems when it comes to giant, monstrous women. Ducks under, ducks under. Bumps him. Spins Shmeeps around. Shmeeps gets the elbow. Off the ropes again, and ShmeepsWorld's just got springs in her shoes. As Emrys flaunts to the crowd, Shmeeps in a looking daggers into the back of Emrys' head. As Emrys shows absolutely no care to wanting to get back into the ring. Shmeeps breaks the count at 2. Monkey flip right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. And a knee drop. Oh my god, into the corner of the French-Canadian commentators table. Shmeeps maybe wanting to break up the count again, making sure that the countouts don't end the match. Doesn't want to end the match early because a countout victory is a victory. You know, a win's a win, as they say, but for the boss upstairs, you want to let the boss upstairs know that, hey, I can win by pinfall submission. Losing or winning by a countout is more of a dishonorable loss than you think of it. You know, there's no honor on the outside of the ring, as some people would call it. Shmeeps was looking for something, gets caught by Emrys. As Emrys sends her into the corner. Then a big splash. Stinger splash, if you will. Pounding at the back of ShmeepsWorld. Emrys leads a small legion of both MPW and MerlinGTB. It feels like she hasn't really been with those two, at least not Merlin, for a while. I know I hear Emrys very loud in the back when things don't quite does not quite go her way. I'm certain that both MPW and Merlin are taking the brunt of that. Emrys in the corner. As ShmeepsWorld gets elbowed. And sending the brunt to Emrys. Out of the corner, running Bulldog. Planting her head first. Shmeeps is looking for it. Rolling through. Critical roll. No. Roll. Backs out. Critical roll does not connect. Getting MPW up top. But the only thing that I know Shmeeps does from this position, superplex! Into the Falcon Arrow. Nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow. 2. Kick out by Emrys. Onto the middle ropes. Shmeeps wants the competition up. Going for a Hurricane Rana. Caught by Emrys. Into a power bomb. And the hemlock applied. Emrys wasting no time to get the hemlock applied. ShmeepsWorld does not tap, though, getting that shoulder, or that leg above her shoulder. Stomping a hole into Shmeeps. Emrys trying to pick up some speed. I mean, like, Emrys hasn't really had a singles championship match in a long time. Has never held the Idol Division Championship. If she can pick up a win here, I mean, that could potentially get her an opportunity at a title. Shmeeps gets back up. Ooh, catching her in the Hurricane Rana. Running straight through in a standing shooting star press. The athleticism and innovation of ShmeepsWorld. Emrys trying to get on to the apron, standing tall, gets her up and over. Now Emrys is going to the top rope. I feel like we very rarely see Emrys go up to the top rope, and I think we're about to see why, as ShmeepsWorld gets the forearm, sending her toppling to the canvas. Shmeeps grabbing the arm of Emrys, taking her for a walk off the tightrope. And Emrys rolling up ShmeepsWorld, though, now. Kick out at 1. Shmeeps was completely prepared for that. I think Shmeeps is one of the few on the Idol Division roster that completely is just aware of the cheap tricks and is ready for anything when it comes to Emrys. Emrys takes Shmeeps down in a flurry of punches, hammer fisting right on the face, and horns kip up. And a clothesline, diving clothesline. Or a leaping clothesline, I guess. Oh, was going to go for a spinning back kick, but somehow caught her in the DDT. Emrys was going to show Shmeeps her educated feet. Shmeeps once again maybe looking for another walk. Taking Emrys for another walk. Arm drags her. And Emrys is trying to make it out safe onto the outside. ShmeepsWorld up and over. Swanton to the floor. Doing whatever it will take to win. Even if it means to put your body on the line. Five count. Shmeeps has got to be aware as she's just assaulting Emrys on the outside. Shmeeps getting back in. Only to break the count. Now Emrys back up on her feet. Tries to take Shmeeps off hers, but doesn't quite get it. Emrys goes for the suplex on the floor. We know Emrys is happy to take a count-out victory. She just needs some space from Shmeeps. Throwing her back in the ring. Emrys, I mean, yes. Emrys might be, okay with taking a count out. Lost DDT, NEDT onto the floor. Emrys out cold. Shmeeps is making sure that this count does not get to 10. Ooh, back of the head bouncing off the concrete. Shmeeps and Emrys are playing an interesting game. Shmeeps is not ending the, not going to be able to end the match on the outside, but doesn't want Emrys to be able to end the match on the outside. And Emrys is not going back in the ring. Which one of these two stubborn behavior is going to give out first? Because being on the outside, I feel like, is not helping Emrys out. I don't know if Emrys is trying to bait Shmeeps out to be out in the on the outside long enough to be able to get a count-out victory. Or she just wants a break. 6. Jawbreaker. Emrys gets Shmeeps into the ring. And now Emrys is finally going to get back into the ring. 8 count. At an 8. Clothesline by Shmeeps, just waiting for her opportunity. Just a well of energy. I mean, that I was also going to say, Emrys' strategy could be to just wear down ShmeepsWorld as much as possible. I don't know what Shmeeps is doing now. Shmeeps going up top. Around the world connects. Looks like it might have hurt her on the landing as well, but she gets the cover to put away Emrys. 2, 3, and it does. I was thinking maybe Emrys was trying to wear down ShmeepsWorld by taking her to the outside. Didn't seem to be a good strategy because ShmeepsWorld picks up a pretty big win. I mean, Shmeeps was just waiting for Emrys to get back into the ring so she could strike. Holding all of that energy up and then bursting right as she got in, as we'll move on to the next match of the night. Gotta get through, be like taking off, find a place with a view. Think I'm never gonna stop, cause it's controlling you. Feel it all, I just want. I feel like that match probably wasn't, but it felt like it went long. All right, let's get into it. All right, it's time for our second match of the night. And entering in first is one half of your newly crowned MPW Tag Team Champions, the Super Naiyan himself, Bonk. The Super Naiyan and his tag team partner Dragthulu picked up a win against Emrys Morgana and MPW for the championship on Saturday. A big win because officially these two are our only Grand Slam champions in MPW history. They have both held the Openweight Championship, they have both held the Icon Division Championship, and now they have both held the Tag Team Championship. Bonk and Dragthulu are the only people in MPW history to officially say they have done it all. But Bonk is gonna have to make sure that he doesn't let himself get rusty for tag team matches, because those two are fantastic singles competitors, but a tag team match is a completely different ball game. Bonk not only needs to keep up his own conditioning, but has to be able to work as a team. And that's probably the hardest part with a tag team, because in a business like wrestling, you almost never have someone's back. You're always going to go after that big title, and there can only be one at the top. So you either have to, fully trust someone, which is very difficult in this business, or you have to double cross them before they can double cross you. And I think that's the hardest part with tag teams, is when they lose, if they win, it's all good. But if you start losing, things are going to start breaking down. Maybe that's what we could have, or maybe that's potentially what we're seeing with Emrys Morgana no longer coming out with MPW. Could that be a potential? That team is breaking down. We'll have to see as the weeks go on. But that is the hardest part with the tag team. You have to be able to not only keep up with your opponents, but have to keep up your relationship with your tag team partner, making sure you're both on the same page. Because if you're not both on the same page, then you're going in with a disadvantage, you know? You have to remember that there's always someone hungrier than you. Especially in a business like this, there's always someone hungrier than you, and they want that position. You can't hold that position forever, and everybody is gunning for it. But I could definitely see Bonk and Dragthulu going all the way and beating out the one defense of Team La Primera. And unfortunately, our good night has to be soured as UnchainedAwesome is going to go one-on-one against Bonk, the tag team champion. I mean, someone else who's not too unfamiliar with tag teams. UnchainedAwesome. A tag team partner with Gaelic Angel, who came up on a loss against Usaino at As Good as Gold for the Openweight Championship. Unchained, former Icon Division champion, still hasn't gotten that tag team championship. His tag team championship career hasn't been very good. That tag team pivot hasn't really been working out for him, but I don't even know if this guy has self-doubt, you know? I don't think he has much going on in his head. So, self-doubt definitely doesn't exist in there. But he might have a rude awakening going up against Bonk, the Super Naiyan, and the newly crowned tag team champion. Chopping the chest of Chain in the corner. Just rubbing a boot into it. You love to see it. Off the rope in a big boot. Bonk up top. Elbow drop to Chain. I thought maybe he was going to roll over to a pin. I could have said he probably has it. I mean, Chain, honestly, you know, objectively, his career has been going downhill for a while, and now it's just spiraling at this point. The man hasn't seen a championship in decades. You know, he has no accolades. He has done nothing. Chain going up and over. Ooh, I was going to say miscalculation. I thought he had it, but he actually pivots midair to get that cannonball on Bonk. A little bit of, you know, even a blind squirrel gets a nut once in a while, right? A clock is right twice a day. Clothesline takes Chain down. I know that's got to hit his ego. He calls himself the king of the clothesline. Getting taken down against his will by someone else's meat hook. Might just piss him off. But honestly, this guy needs to get some humbling. 5 count. Honestly, Unchained is one of those people that plays Marvel Rivals and insta-locks Spider-Man. I'm just saying. Like, to be an unbiased commentator here, that's just the type of person we're dealing with. Chokehold onto him. Rope break, though. A little bit too close to the ropes. Break it up. On the ropes. Break it up. Bonk getting to the middle rope. Speaking of ropes, flying forearm off the middle rope. Kick out of 2. Elbow straight to the dome. Off the ropes. Kick to the gut. Chain. Needy T. Trying to pick up some steam. Boot to the... just pulling him. He pulled his foot... or his boot... his head into his boot. Oh my god, just double chops. Sends Chain flying in a beam clash by Bonk. I know he's watching Daima. And Chain might be out cold, too. Kick out of 2. Chain nearly taken out in swift fashion. Bonk getting a little bit of palm strike combos, rights and lefts. And a second one! Rolling Chain over, shoulders down. 1, 2. 3, and Bonk takes it. In a pretty dominant fashion. I mean, championship buff, it looks like, for Bonk. Huge momentum. Maybe we can see Bonk having a shot at the Icon Division Championship as well as the Tag Team Championship. I know that must have impressed the bosses upstairs as we'll move on to our next match of the night. How's it going, T? How you doing? How you doing? How are you, m'lady? How's it going, Merlin? Everybody's slip sliding on in here. And Tyranno, what the hell? How's it going, everybody? Glad to sit and chill with some MPW. I'm glad you're able to sit and chill with some MPW as well. I don't know what is up with my throat, but it's like kind of shitting itself. I might be getting sick because I've been feeling really tired recently too, actually. So I might just be getting sick. Which we all know I'm already pretty sick nasty. But is that an Eevee? Eevee dead is crazy. I'm gonna probably put you guys. I'm sorry that everybody popped in. I'm probably gonna put you guys on an ad break real quick because I gotta run my ads. I'm worried I'm getting sick too. Oh no, it might be just going around. I'm gonna put you guys on a 3-minute ad break. I'm not gonna do anything obviously while that's happening. I just gotta go to the bathroom and get some water, and we have about 3 minutes until pre-rolls are back on. So sorry for anybody that's just jumped in. If you guys need to, go stand up, go do something, come back in 3 minutes, and I'll be right back. If not, I'll put you guys on the BRB screen, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Pikachu graduating, Pikachu eating blueberries or something, but is sad. Pikachu fucking dropping milk and is very angry and sad. Meowth stealing all of your money. Me and a Pikachu. Pikachu but in love. Pikachu but terrified of small clowns. Pikachu but very sad because of ice cream. God, I hate to love you, but it's so good. Everything, all of yours is so good. Also, damn, look at the thighs, though.
We're still looking at the. I can draw free thighs right now, but no. I don't want to get in trouble.
Lychee is factually the least lewd and factually the most wholesome. True.
Leo. I drew Poplio.
I just like how she's at the bottom. Oh,
It's Poplio.
Here's a sea grape drink? That sounds delicious. What's the difference? I'm stupid. I was just about to ask, what's the difference between sea grapes and regular non-sea grapes? Probably the fact that they were in the sea. That potentially could have been the reasoning for the difference.
Evelyn.
Evelyn, yeah. She's this beautiful young lady who has a lust for murder, even if it's our own teammates.
That sounds like fun.
She became a legend to me when I teleported somewhere and there was just a dead giant beside her, and I was just like, Evelyn. Was this you? Evelyn? Just fuck off, man. Please. There we go. Let's go! Sleepy, where you at, dog? I got you. I got you, Sleepy. Oh, let's fucking go. You can't really find a lot of them anywhere, and if you do, they're really, really overpriced. Or not overpriced, but they're really expensive. Like, I would love to get this Larvitar plush if it wasn't like $100 everywhere. Like, it's so... Like, these are so good. You can find a lot of the evolutions, bootlegged, if you really want it. Like, you can find a lot of bootleg ones that look... I own that Lavatar. I own that Larvitar plush now. Because they remade it. I talk about those Pokemon plushes a lot. I rant about them a lot. I have returned. And we should be back from ad break, so hello, if anybody... Everyone's there and good. Sorry, 1 second, I'm texting someone. Okay. This is gonna be the semi-main event of the second show, and then we have one more show after this. So, including this match, we have 6 matches left. If you guys want to stick around for them, I would appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you enjoy them if you do. All right, let's get into it. Okay, it is time for our semi-main event of the evening, and seeing Unchained brought my day down, but now I can officially say that today has been a good day because MintyClovers has appeared on my screen. MintyClovers coming in for a singles match. The former openweight champion MintyClovers. MintyClovers could be the first Idol Division Grand Slam champion if she can get the tag team championship. She's held the Idol and the openweight championship. MintyClovers looking to go one-on-one. I mean, I'm biased, but I'd love to see MintyClovers back in the driver's seat of the Idol Division Championship. And MintyClovers is going up against one of the hands of the Shogunate, Ayasu. Ayasu was a big component in helping Rize defend the championship last week on Saturday. Constantly getting into the ear of Blueness, distracting her, getting under her skin, and now here to potentially get back into that #1 contender spot, because if they can control the #1 contenders, they control the match. Especially with the bosses upstairs rumoring that it could be a multi-person match for the championship at Carnal Chaos. MintyClovers versus Ayasu, a win here would be big for either of those two. Especially for Minty, coming off of a championship loss can be very, very difficult to get out of that sort of slump. And for someone like Minty, you know, when you get into that slump, it can be dangerous to get stuck there. Season 1 Minty would know. Having one of the biggest losing streaks in MPW history, but then overcoming it and becoming an Idol Division champion. One of the longer reigning Idol Division champions, might I say. I think the third longest reigning. Neck breaker by Minty. Elevated neck breaker. When it comes to seniority and time spent in the ring, obviously MintyClovers has that over Ayasu, but when it comes to power, I feel like Ayasu's probably got the edge on there. And when it comes to experience at beating our sound engineers, Ayasu has that in spades. Back to the basics, taking Ayasu down. Rolling Ayasu's shoulders around for a 1 count. Minty and Ayasu will probably see each other more often in the tag team division as things continue to change. MintyClovers eyeing Ayasu. What is... Oh, Minty Blue Thunder Bomb. No, reversal. German suplex by Ayasu. Minty was going for the Blue Thunder Bomb. Ayasu had it scouted. Ayasu trying to get that clinch in, but doesn't quite get it as Minty fights out of it. Follow-away slam. In the corner with the clothesline. And working over the knees. Standing shooting star press. Minty going up top. What can we see from Minty up here? A frog splash. Landing right in the blue. And by that I mean Ayasu. Drawing the line in the sand, MintyClovers maybe is thinking that she might have it here. Following Ayasu to the floor. Getting over Ayasu's arm. We've seen a lot of outside competition so far from the idols here tonight. We'll see if Minty and Ayasu feel the same way. Belly to belly onto the floor. Minty rolls in at 5, breaks up the count. Setting it back to 1, referee's discretion. Of course, I always say this on how fast they want to count. Ooh, the disrespectful slap by Ayasu into the clothesline. An unforeseen combination. Minty's back up, dodges the punch. And a forearm kip up, though. Minty's back up on her feet. Minty will get knocked down, but she will get back up again for a German into the canvas. 6 count. What is Minty thinking? 7. Gets up to the top rope just as Ayasu gets up to her feet. Minty goes for a cross body, but jumps way over. And the elbows by Ayasu, catching her from behind. Feeling the blues by Ayasu in the center of the ring. Oh my god, Minty nearly being put out. Elbow drop. It's Minty's turn to try and roll to the ropes. Ayasu sends them up and over. Sending Minty straight to the floor. No, Ayasu just stomping around the ring. Minty's looking out cold in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. I feel like the last time we saw Minty was the loss to Usaino. A pretty hefty loss to Usaino for the Openweight Championship. I don't know how that's been weighing on her. Break in the back. The French Canadian commentator standing up to get a better view of the action. Standing shooting star press on the outside. 6 count. They gotta make sure they figure out what the heck's going on. Seven. Minty going back up top. 8. Minty thinks against it. Clothesline. I thought Minty had that ducked, but didn't. But she did not. 3 clotheslines by Ayasu. As Minty lands in the corner. Ayasu looking for that brainbuster in the turnbuckles, the twisting dimensions. And she hits it. Not the kill shot that Ayasu was hoping for as MintyClovers is back up onto her feet. Through the middle ropes. Clothesline! Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. Minty's trying to get Ayasu to the ropes, but doesn't have it. Snapmare off the ropes. Ayasu running the ropes. Drop kick. Gonna make MintyClovers' head a Christmas tree. Red and green. Ooh, Ayasu going for the feeling the blues again. MintyClovers had it scouted. Tossing Ayasu across the ring. The blood might have woken Minty up. MintyClovers feeling the blues to Ayasu. With Ayasu's own move. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. You can imitate it, but it will never be the original. Says Ayasu. Spins Ayasu around. Blue Thunderbomb. No, not a blue Thunderbomb. Just decided to toss Ayasu. Ayasu maybe looking for twisting dimensions. Not next to the turnbuckle, but Minty had it scouted. Minty going up top. Another frog splash connects. Goes to the cover and Ayasu. Is it enough? Kick out of 2. Minty's thinking her next step. Drop kick to the back of the head is a good start. Continuing to punish the head. Gator roll by Minty. Minty in the corner. Ayasu feeling some kind of way. Minty off the ropes. Oh, the middle clover cutter. Springboard clover cutter. Needs to try and pull Ayasu away from the ropes. Ayasu's back up. Spear. Not spear, but takedown. Ayasu powering through. MintyClovers, though, gets the rope break. Minty getting to the outside. You can see wobbly on her feet. Rolls out at a 1. Ayasu trying to grab Minty's arms. Minty will have none of it. This is anybody's game. The next big move could be the difference maker. Forearm to Ayasu. Running her elbow, her forearm or something against her face. pushing into Ayasu. Kick to the throat. Minty's got her back up. This time trying to pull her to the ropes, but Ayasu's not going to allow it. Pulling the ponytail. Pulling her back. Clothesline takes her down again. Minty back up. It's a back and forth contest with one person just wanting to take the advantage. Disrespectful slap. Minty might be in trouble. And Ayasu might seal it away. Sing the blues! Or feeling the blues, excuse me. Seeing the blues. Feeling the blues. And Ayasu takes it. That last bit of energy, that last bit of adrenaline just rushing out of Ayasu. Like a football player getting up and just diving Minty down. As we will move on to our main event. I mean, Ayasu might be seen in another #1 contenders match for the Idol Division Championship. And if she can get that championship contendership, we know Rize is going to be very pleased as we will move on to the next match. Real talk, that was bullshit. I don't know what happened in the game's code there. Like, Ayasu winning is whatever, right? Like, if Ayasu won that, she won that, right? But, like, you know, like, if she won, whatever happened. But Minty stunned Ayasu, which in the game means you can't do anything. And for some reason, Ayasu was able to reverse through the stun and just remove the stun. So I have no idea what happened there in the game to allow that to be a thing, but that was really weird. How's it going, Flair? How's it going, Ty? Yeah, it was really weird. How you doing, Flair? I don't know if you want spoilers, but you were in a match earlier this evening. You have been on the show. You had a match against Greg. You had a match against Greg for the championship where, okay, if anyone hasn't seen it, right? So Flair was defending the championship against Greg. If you guys don't want to hear it, just, you know, pause for a little bit and wait for the next match to start up, because it'll start up soon. But you had a match with Greg for the championship. You were defending your championship, and Greg hits you with his finisher. You kick out, doing all the generic things, right? And then Greg has you, like, you only just got some time to sit down. Yeah, Greg, like, gets you, right? You were down. Greg gets you in this combination, right? Greg bounces off the rope, comes back for the spear, spears the ref instead of you. And then just, like, from there, his whole offense fell apart. But I'm like, if Greg speared you there is probably, you were probably kicking out either way, because it's Greg. But Greg spears the ref instead of you, and you're able to defend the title. But I'm like, Greg had so much offense on you early that, like, there's a very big chance that Greg could have actually won there, which is really funny. But let's get into the last match of the second show, and then we have 4 more matches after this. Oh. It is time for the main event of the evening, and for a lot of people, No Man's Land is a opportunity, a land of opportunity, if you will, but for this man right here, it is not as fruitful for other people, as Garreth Unported still unable to challenge for the Icon Division Championship for the rest of the season, which the season's wrapping down. We only have a handful of premium live events before the end of the season, so Garreth's punishment will be removed after that. And he has been fighting for and wanting that shot at the title forever. He was the longest reigning, or tied for the longest reigning, openweight champion and a 2-time openweight champion. But once again has lost the title. He lost it to MintyClovers, who then lost it to Usaino. And Garreth is once again wandering alone, the lone warrior, Garreth Unported. Garreth is, Garreth's only really able to challenge for the tag team title right now as a former champion, or a former earning that title shot. He's basically done everything he can. He won the Ultimate Openweight tournament this season, but he couldn't hold on to it against MintyClovers. So he'll have to find a tag team partner or someone if he wants a championship, but we're yet to see anything with that, as he's going to go up against Potato Adair, who has been struggling in this season. Potato had an early on championship opportunity, but was unable to achieve it. And now he is just back here trying to get out of no man's land. The rumored potentiality of the boss upstairs making these multi-man matches for the title does give challengers a higher opportunity to get a title and a higher opportunity to win that title. So this could be Potato's month. This could be the chance Potato wants. If he can get that opportunity, he could potentially net himself a championship. He just has to take every opportunity he can, and I think he needs to take the opportunity in this main event here to take out Garreth, and show the boss upstairs that he deserves a title shot. Needy T by Garreth Unported, and a standing shooting star press. Speaking of the tag team division, I know Garreth is probably happy to hear that his former team member, Emrys Morgana and MPW have lost the tag team championship, knowing that they are currently dealing with some misfortune of their own after effectively dropping Garreth from the group the moment he lost the ability to get the Icon Division Championship. Back in the day, it used to be unheard of for Garreth to be going out alone without his tag team partner, Merlin. But it looks like those two haven't seen each other in basically the entire season. Five count. Potato gets Garreth back into the ring. Garreth sending Potato into the corner, trying to go for a shoulder tackle. Ooh, shoulder tackle of his own. Swing and a miss, though, by Potato. Super kick. And Garreth showing that athleticism and strength. Backflips into a German suplex. And a standing shooting star press. Gets the knees up. Potato not getting a lot of offense in, but getting a decent amount of defense in, holding his own. Kick out at one. Bouncing Garreth's head off the canvas. Kip up. I mean, Garreth wants opportunities, so maybe if Garreth can pick up a win, because I'm trying to think of, like, is this futile for Garreth to even fight in these 1v1s when he knows he can't get an Icon Division Championship out of it. But maybe, just maybe, if he can oppress the boss upstairs enough, they'll even waver out the ruling. We'll have to see. Headbutt. Jesus, power press slam by Potato onto the concrete, right into the Timeskeeper's corner and the ring announcer's corner. This match is a really important one for Potato, tossing him into the chairs. Like I said, we don't know what the bosses have entailed for the Icon division or the Idol division. 8 count. I think Potato maybe thought he had it, but Greg, I keep calling him Greg, Garreth gets in. Rolling Thunder. Enziguri reversal by Potato. Now Potato's going to hook the leg rolling over. Kick out at 2. This is such an important match for Potato, who I feel like hasn't really been getting the opportunities. And when he does, he just hasn't been able to hold on to them. Holding him for the prettiest German suplex in the business. Hooks the leg. Kick out at 2. Almost taking Garreth out. Potato thought he had it. I mean, a win against Garreth, it's just, I can't stress enough. It's big. It's big for Potato. Fisherman suplex. A hooked fisherman suplex. As Greg is not I keep calling him Greg! Garreth is not used to being tossed around the ring like this. But the strength of Potato. I mean, Potato is the stone dog of MPW. He's absolutely just a big brick house. Garreth getting him behind for that German suplex! Deadlift German kick out at 1 by Potato. I don't know if that's a show of how he's feeling or just posturing, wasting stamina to kick out at 1. Now Potato gets him on the ground and pound. Hammer fists and forearms. Power bomb onto the floor. Potato is taking it to Garreth. And now another pickup and landing him right on his knee. An army, I think it was like an army press slam. I can't remember what I'm trying to think of the name. 6 count. They are close to getting a count out. But Garreth sends Potato into the ring post and now into the barricade. Garreth might just take the win. He says, "Shush, baby's sleeping." Potato rushing. It's a rare sight you see Potato run like that. Garreth has a counter drop kick. Beautiful drop kick, might I add. Spinning forearm, discus forearm. Straight to the the jaw of Potato. And now Garreth might be looking to put Potato away with a brown crown. No! Potato rolls through, sending Garreth off the ropes, picks him up and just tosses him. Lets Gravity do the rest of the work. Knee strike busting. Garreth right open. Spinning Garreth around for another German suplex. In the center of the ring, Potato is not done yet with Garreth. Oh no! Garreth has it. High caliber reversed. I think Potato might have been looking for the Potato plunge. Greg had it scouted. Oh my fucking god. Garreth Unpardoned brain. Holy shit. Garreth Unpardoned. Garreth went for the high caliber, also got reversed, and now Potato going for the Potato plunge again. Not high caliber, bicycle kick. Maybe I'm part of Greg Nation. Super kick. And a detonation kick. Kicks to the head in all flavors. Chops now lighting Potato's chest up. Gets the block. Fighting out of the corner. Double-fisted choke bomb. Onto Garreth Unpardoned. 1, 2. Takes it. A very big victory for Potato indeed. And I see some blood dripping from Potato's mask. I didn't even notice that. That could be Gareth's or his own. I'm not quite sure, but a big win for Potato. Could potentially see him in a #1 contenders match. That was our main event for the night. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Masu Pro Wrestling Ton, and we'll see you guys next week. Stream's not over. How's it going, Rize? How's it going, Jimmy? Yeah, I didn't stream yesterday because I had 3 hours of sleep, and I had to wake up early today, so I was like, I just don't feel like streaming. How you doing, Jimmy? How you doing, Rize? You've been hunting monsters? Nice. How is Monster Hunter, if that's the game you're talking about, or if that's what you're talking about? You could be legitimately hunting in real life. And I'm just, you know, a fool. You're enjoying it greatly. You got sedated today. I hope you're feeling a little bit better, Jimmy. I'm pretty sure I have been sedated as well, if I'm remembering what sedation is. Because I don't know if it's like a specific thing. Like, I've been put under. I don't know if that's the same as being sedated. The terminology is always different. There's multiple forms of sedation. Right, so maybe I might not have been the same kind. But I hope you're feeling better, because I know sometimes when you wake up from that stuff, you can feel like a little bit disoriented or even like sick, so hopefully you're not feeling that. Though it's really funny, because I've had it where, like, they've been like, oh yeah, he's probably gonna feel like woozy, he's not gonna want to eat. So, you know, and then I'm just like, no, I feel great. I feel fine. I feel like my body works better when I am, like, waking up from something like that, you know? As terrible as that sounds. I got given the laughing gas when I got my wisdom teeth removed. Oh, why did I do that? You know what? We're gonna do this, and we're gonna change the other match. I accidentally booked someone twice. And it was funny because, like, people, you know, always film those videos of people laughing and, like, doing silly stuff. Went on that laughing gas stuff, but I was not like that. I was just kind of more talkative. But even, like, for me, I felt like I felt fine. I'm trying to think of who I need to replace this with, because I accidentally double booked someone. I feel like we've seen this match too often. Or I've seen it recently. Maybe we'll do that. I feel like we've also seen that match. We are probably just, you know what? No. Let's fucking do that. Fuck it, whatever. It's like Anesthesia Light. Is that like a different brand of anesthesia? You know, like all the anesthesia flavor, but none of the calories or whatever. You know, Anesthesia Light. It's like FlairZero, 100% Flair, zero the sugar. You know. A FlairZero is a SIG, by the way? Like, is that where you got your name from, or is that just a coincidence? As I really am looking that up. Not that I think you're lying, but also this is probably why my room feels warm, as I had I had Google Chrome open. It's a book as well, apparently. What is this about? Is it a manga? Oh, you have a manga based after you? Alexander Draco, 12-year-old's dream of only one thing, returning to live in his hometown, Farah, an isolated city located on the border of the Red Valley. Since the age of 5, Draco has lived isolated in the mountains beyond the walls, far from his mother and the locals. The reason, the dangerous anomaly he carries, capable of damaging any living organism from or through simple physical contact. But the appearance of a creature of an unknown origin will lead Draco to unleash a destructive power at the risk. And then it doesn't tell me anything more. You found out after? They must not be very popular, because I actually can't find them. What is in FlairZero nicotine vapes? There's a Flair vape. They stopped making it. They stopped making it after you came out, because they're like, we can't compete. It's a French company? Oh, that makes sense. Maybe that's why I can't find it. Okay. Start the next prediction up, and we'll start the next show. Sorry for that little intermission there. All right. It was a vape? Oh, okay. Let's get into it. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and we are back with some more MPW Thursday Night Throwdown, whatever you like to call it, with B.A. Tycho. 2 weeks ago on Saturday, B.A. Tycho, I know he was very upset at the last Premium Live event, As Good as Gold. B.A. Tycho had 2 of his coalition members in the championship matches, and neither one of them came out on top. Both Greg and Blueness were defeated by the current reigning champions. And I know B.A. Tycho's not super pleased with that, but if you need a job done, you better do it yourself. So it looks like maybe the leader of the coalition is going to look for an opportunity at getting into that championship match, especially the Icon Division championship match. If they could get into this rumored multi-man match by the bosses upstairs and get all 3 of the icons in it, that would completely decimate the opportunity for Flair to have that championship be retained. Even with both B.A. Tycho and a bear in the corner of Greg and Blueness, respectedly, they were unable to get that championship. Greg had a huge misstep in his, and Blueness had a very, very good fight, but was just unable to pick up the win. I think it was that war of attrition, as I was talking about, that just Blueness gave out there. But now B.A. Tycho's going to go up against Dobby. I mean, these two, I talk about this all the time, but these matches are so important for you, especially when you don't know what the bosses upstairs have planned. And only hear a little bit of rumors getting leaked from employees in the back. The bosses upstairs keep their plans tight in a little black book in their office that I've only ever seen once. Dobby is in a position I think someone like Potato is in, where they had a shot at the title, but didn't quite get it, and haven't been able to get one since. Can Dobby beat B.A. Tycho here and earn that opportunity again, or at least get their name in the hat in front of the eyes of the boss upstairs? Dobby versus B.A. Tycho. Sending Dobby off of the top rope. These two behemoths are going to go at it. I know that B.A. Tycho's got to feel a little bit annoyed, especially after working with Greg to take down Sleepy in the #1 Contenders match. ostensibly giving Greg that title opportunity, I feel like maybe Bonk feels regret in that decision of giving Greg that opportunity to get the championship. Though Greg is a complete anomaly, I think, if in my estimations, I would say putting Greg up against someone like Flair was a good decision, because Flair literally has no way to prepare for him, and Flair historically, sorry, that was really loud, historically is known for someone that likes to have plans and likes to prepare. And you can't really prepare for someone like Greg. What was that clothesline? Oh my god! Blasted through B.A. Tycho's clothesline and sends him into the corner. Talk about unpredictability. Dobby shares that name. But also, I will say that someone like Flair is able to deal with unpredictability, was the first ever champion to defend against a cash-in for their title. Saito suplex by B.A. Tycho. And Flair's own wife, GlitchyBasturds, is the one that holds the other golden opportunity. Setting up Dobby out of the apron, spine first. Sending Dobby into the ring. Up and over the top rope. Tycho just not even a suplex, just tossing him up and over. Dobby once again trying to get that ground and pound, but B.A. Tycho reversal this time. Reverses the control. Another axe handle to the back. We did see that B.A. Tycho in that triple threat against Sleepy and Greg. Any means necessary seems to be the motto of the coalition. Even if it's a little bit of underhanded tactics. B.A. Tycho seems to believe that the ends justify the means. B.A. Tycho was looking for something but gets caught by Dobby. Dobby flipping B.A. Tycho around in the corner. What is Dobby looking for on the top rope? Oh my god. I think he's looking for that avalanche powerbomb! Sending B.A. Tycho straight to hell. 1, 2! Kick out of 2. The go to hell before you die powerbomb. Takes him down again. The GTHBYD from Dobby nearly took it out. Took B.A. Tycho out. And now B.A. Tycho in plain sight. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. A second one! A second one from B.A. Tycho! 2! No! Kick out of 2 again by Dobby! Back to back, it's not enough! But Dobby needs some time to roll out to the ring right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. Over the top rope! Doesn't connect! I guess Greg and Blueness are not the only ones in the coalition making a miscalculation in their matches. But B.A. Tycho seems to be the only one that can come back from it. Working over the leg. B.A. Tycho fighting with Dobby on the outside to get him into a Boston Crab. You can't submit your opponent on the outside of the ring, but you can wear them down for as long as you have time left. Maybe trying to wear down the clock. The referee definitely giving them time. Definitely giving them time. Dobby rolls him over, but of course you can't pin or submit your opponents on the outside. The timeskeeper and the ring announcer moving to the outside. or moving into the behind the barricade. 7. BA Tycho breaks that count. She had a little attitude adjustment. And a forearm to the back, readjusting his spine. Dobby. A fuckbuster from Dobby. And now spinning him around. Is he gonna... He's got him in like some sort of submission. He's tied up BA Tycho like a pretzel on the outside. These two just wearing each other down. BA Tycho up and over. Doesn't quite get all of it, but does connect, resetting the count again. Hammer fists. They're so deadly we have to censor them on live television. What is BA Tycho looking for? As much punishment. Oh my god. Final ignition to Dobby on the outside. Using Dobby's own move. Setting him into the post. And I was setting him into the barricade and the timeskeeper corner into their chairs. 6 count. BA Tycho just tossing Dobby around the outside, round the outside, round the outside. As BA Tycho might get a count out. And Dobby is unable to make it to his feet. BA Tycho taking a little bit of the easy way out, as some people call it, the dishonorable win. But a win's a win. BA Tycho, any means necessary for the coalition. A whole new side of BA Tycho we're seeing as we will move on to the next match of the night. It is a very rare count out, especially from BA Tycho. Only one person voted, so I'm giving you your points back. You can try to change, but you're never gonna be me. Look the other. Also, this is random, but did you guys hear that Twitch is allowing anyone to get subs and bits now, not just affiliates? I think that's kind of crazy. I wish YouTube would do that. I'm interested to know though, because non-affiliates aren't required to run ads on their streams. The raids count towards partnerships now. That's awesome too. I really like that. But I'm thinking, as I probably won't stop being an affiliate because I just don't want shit to like, I don't want to like remove my affiliate status and then just change how it works or whatever later down the line because they realize it doesn't work or something. But affiliates aren't mandatory to run ads. So non-affiliates aren't mandatory to run ads. As an affiliate, you have to run ads. So I'm wondering if these people that are now making money, does affiliate just unlock ads for you to run? Or are they going to still make us run ads as not affiliates? I think they're allowing it so they can run ads on everyone. That's probably what they're doing, which is why I'm probably going to stay affiliate. But I'm interested because I want to see how that goes, because I almost think that would be better for stuff. But then also, so there's streamers on Twitch. I think it is probably running ads because I've seen streamers on Twitch. There was one streamer I saw that was like a big streamer who had never became affiliate because he didn't want to run ads. And I think Twitch like forced him to run ads after a while because they're like, you're using up so much of our shit and wasting us so much money that like we have to run ads. So like they like forced ads onto him, I think is what happened. At least that's what I heard. So maybe that's just what they're trying to do now, is just force everyone to have ads. And don't have emotes and points and stuff. Yeah, I imagine they probably won't have points. It would be kind of nice if, because like, it would be kind of nice if they gave affiliates a better cut of the money. So you still work towards being affiliate, and affiliates get something for getting to this point, and then give partners an even better cut. Like, it doesn't have to be in a widely better cut, but a decently better cut, it would be kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like Twitch is constantly, one step forward, 4 steps back. These seem to be steps forward, so let's see how they backtrack on it. We'll have to see, but hopefully it's good. That's all I gotta say. Because I'm not liking where Twitch is right now, but I'm hoping that they get better. Okay, let's get into the next match of the night. Hope. It is time for the second match of the evening in MPW. Idol Division 1-on-1 contest. Dancing with Draven. Another idol that didn't quite make it very far in the number 1 contenders tournament. The last number 1 contenders tournament. But with the land of opportunity comes a knockin', and I feel like I don't want to be that guy who's putting speculation out there, unnecessarily stirring the pot. But I feel like if anybody could take down Rize's championship reign, over 200 some days now at this point, I feel like it could be Draven. Over 245 days. Just under 100 days off of a full year as champion for Rize. So, I feel like Draven could potentially be the one to dethrone the longest reigning champion. The first ever champion and the first ever 2-time champion could be the difference maker. The idol that's been carrying that championship since week 10. And speaking of Rize, the Shogunate member Azanaza will be going up one-on-one against Draven. Azanaza, I think, was definitely not as loud as Ayasu was in the last championship match, but was an integral part to Rize retaining the championship. But, I mean, Azanaza talked to me many weeks ago backstage, and we talk about it very frequently, that Azanaza was talking about having a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, feeling to be the black sheep of the Shogunate, feeling that they aren't able to, or they're not seen as, they're seen as the third member, not as a core member of the team, not being a former champion of any kind. Ayasu is a former openweight champion. Azanaza hasn't really gotten those opportunities yet, haven't really obtained a champion, had a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. And I gotta say that Azanaza, I've been very impressed with, and I think that they're finally coming into their own. Though I feel like there's still that sense of, I need to prove myself every time that they step in the ring. That isn't necessarily a negative, but can cloud your judgment going into a match, especially against someone like Draven that is willing to do anything it takes to win, and really knows how to target your weaknesses. As I say that, already busting open the top, or the right eye of Azanaza. Draven has already sighted a weakness and is jumping right onto it. Draven up top, absolutely wasting no time to get into it. Cross body to Azanaza. And a big boy senton. Again, being an unbiased commentator, I would love to see Draven in another title opportunity. Maybe being one of the number 1 contenders for Rize's title this go-around. Azanaza rolling to the outside of the ring. Could we see another count-out victory? Draven standing tall, just eyeing Azanaza. Azanaza, I mean, I was talking about that doubt running into your head and clouding your judgment and clouding your mind. That might already be affecting Azanaza in this match. Azanaza seems a little bit out of it. I mean, they already got that cut over their eyes, so, you know, who can blame them, but... Shooting star press doesn't get it. Or booty pop and moonsault, excuse me, doesn't get it. Does a full circle with that drop kick. Gets in at 6. Draven is not wanting to spend too much time on the outside. Snapmare. Going off the ropes and a drop kick. Sliding drop kick. Ooh, 3 count. Wow. That definitely is not going to be helping Azanaza's opinion of themselves. They just barely grabbed the bottom ropes, and I think it was a miscalculation, a misstep. Azanaza grabbed the bottom ropes, touched it. I don't think the referee saw it. Was already in the middle of that 3rd count, and Draven takes a win. I know that's not going to be good when Azanaza's talking about themselves, you know, having that chip on their shoulder. I think that's going to just worsen that problem. But going into that match, I don't think Azanaza was ready. But I hope you guys are ready for the semi-main event of tonight. We'll have to check it out next. Is that the quickest match of all time? Is that the quickest MPW match of all time? Probably. That was literally like a minute. If even, like less than a minute. I think the problem there was probably Ozna could kick out, right? They probably could kick out. It was probably going to be a 2 count. But it, like, didn't think about whether or not it wanted to grab the ropes or not. And so then it, like, grabbed the ropes. But the referee, there's a mechanic in the game where the referee sometimes can just not see that you're grabbing the ropes, just like in real life. And I guess that's what happened. Like, they just assumed they were going to kick out because of the rope break, and they just didn't. Which is kind of unfortunate for them. But let's go into our semi-main event of the night. Also, actually, quickly, I want to talk about... did you guys see the new Pokemon stuff that came out? The Pokemon Present? Because I've kind of been sitting on this. I keep forgetting to bring it up. But the new Pokemon game, I am so excited for ZA. It looks so good. This is a little off topic from what we're talking about, but it looks so good to me, at least. I'm really excited for it. Pokemon Pizza, exactly. Pokemon Legends ZA. Pokemon ZA edition. I don't know, man. It looks so good. The only thing I'm worried about is, like, the routes and stuff. Because it's all taking place in that one city. So I'm kind of worried that the routes are going to be a little bit too small. But I'm really, really excited for it. I think it looks great. And if you guys have opinions, feel free to talk about them. And I'll pick it up as the match goes on. Let's get into it. I just want to talk about it. It is time for the next match of the evening. Certainly a match that will most likely go a little bit longer than the last match we had. It is TheSleepyPengu. Sleepy had a chance at the Icon Division, but it was completely taken from him after the Coalition systematically took him out in the triple threat, turning that triple threat into ostensibly a 2-on-1 handicap match, which is something that Sleepy is very familiar with, getting caught off guard with stuff like that. That was how he lost his first Icon Division championship, was Garreth cashed in during a match with Merlin, and they turned it into a triple threat, which basically turned into a 2-on-1. So Sleepy has been screwed out of a championship twice by the same tactic. And he honestly was pretty close to not losing that. And speaking of Merlin and Garreth, MerlinGTB was one of those men that did that to TheSleepyPengu. I know these two will always have a little bit of a animosity towards each other. MerlinGTB versus TheSleepyPengu for our semi-main event tonight. Singles Icon Division one-on-one contest. I know both of these, I feel like a broken record saying this, but I know that both these men want this title opportunity, and a win here is big for both of them because Sleepy hasn't had a title opportunity for a singles title in a long time, and he finally makes it all the way only to lose in the finals. And we see someone like Merlin, who I feel like we haven't seen. I don't think Merlin. Oh, Merlin was. I was gonna say I don't think Merlin was in the tournament. He was. Merlin lost to BA Tycho in the first round. Like, Merlin hasn't seen a championship or a Icon Division championship in forever. Let's actually. I'm gonna look at the last time Merlin saw a championship was at Last Call. So it's basically almost been a year, or almost been a full season, I should say, because these are technically not years, since Merlin has held the championship. It probably has been a year at this point, maybe. No, it probably hasn't. It's probably just been under a year. And the last time Sleepy hasn't held it, Sleepy probably hasn't seen it in a year. Because the last time Sleepy had the championship was at Carnal Chaos, which is the next premium live event. So both these two have not seen a championship or an Icon Division championship in a year, basically. So a win here could really shoot up your stock to be like, yeah, I can still earn it. Cross body to the floor. And we know Sleepy doesn't want to fall into that trap of, I made it all the way to the top, lost it, and then keep spiraling. You know, it's so easy to get into the habit of losing, to get into the habit of just being like, well, I'll get it next time, you know? Like, because sometimes there isn't a next time. Breaking the count, setting it back to 1, back body drop. Oof, back body drop flipped over. Dropping Merlin onto his face. It is so easy to just accept defeat. Losing is easy, it's winning that's the hard part. Into the steel steps. Especially when anybody else would take your opportunity, you know? If Sleepy thinks to himself, like, I'll get it next time, Merlin's happily going to take his opportunity at the championship. So you can't have those thoughts. You can't have that, I'll get it next time mentality. Especially when it comes to opportunities like this. If the bosses upstairs sees that you don't have that fight in you, they're not going to give you these opportunities. Cross body off the middle rope. Sleepy got Merlin in the sleepy hold early. Got it cinched around his neck. The sleepy hold is locked in, wearing down Merlin. We could see Merlin go night-night. Sleepy back up. Ooh, the jumping knee. The step-up knee right to the jaw. I know that did not feel good. And Merlin might be tasting that knee one more time. Go to Sleepy. Merlin fights out of it. Tossing him by his ears. That could have been another quick win for for someone in MPW, that could have been a swift win for Sleepy. Off the rope splash. I don't want to hear the lashing that Merlin would be getting from Emrys if he lost that quickly. I would just not go to the back. I'd go straight to my car after the end of the show. You don't want to get a lamp thrown at you. Sleepy going back up top, climbing the ropes for an elbow drop. Sleepy covering Merlin. 1, 2 in the center of the ring. Kick out of 2. It has been Sleepy since opening bell against Merlin. Sleepy going for something, working the arm, but gets that elbow into the jaw. Running shoulder tackle, doesn't knock Sleepy down, spins him around. Shining Wizard! Shining Wizard to the skull. 1, 2, kick out of 2. Ducks the punch. Off the ropes, bumps him. Seeing stars to Sleepy. I think that just might be enough for Merlin. Kick out of 2. Almost a quick turnaround for Merlin. Maybe thinking about climbing up the ropes. Oh, a second one. Seeing stars. With authority by Merlin. The comeback was real. Too swift, seeing stars. And Sleepy was out cold. It was that mentality. Merlin could have went home and said, you know what? Merlin could have went home and said, you know what? I'll just get him next time. But Merlin said no. He turned around, grabbed him again, and planted him firmly into the canvas. As we will move on to the next match, the main event of tonight. Merlin really just went like, absolutely fuck you. He turned and went just off. That was kind of nuts. Alright, this is the last match of the night, folks. Thank you for hanging out with me. Tomorrow we'll probably be continuing Soul Hackers, but it might be sort of a soft stream, you know? Like, I might not do a full stream. I might even do just, like, Power World or something, too. Because I kind of want to, like, keep my... What are they called? My comms open for some people. Someone might be calling me or something. I need to keep that stuff open. So I might do something chill, like a Minecraft or a Power World, or we'll just play some Soul Hackers and just, you know, see where it goes. But soft like cream cheese. I was so confused because I started the prediction, so like the screen, I don't know if you guys ever, like, if you guys don't stream on Twitch, you might not know, but like when it opens up the menu to start the prediction, it makes everything else sort of dark and covers part of the chat, so I have to click onto something else to read the chat, and I was just like, cream cheese? I'm like, you're saying cream cheese? Oh, soft like cream cheese. Okay, let's get into the main event of the night. This is the last match, so use your points if you want to. Let's get into it. All right, it is time for the main event of the evening. And we are starting off with Tyranno Maximum. Tied for the longest reigning open-weight championship title reign of all time in a single run. Tyranno Maximum, the first ever to do it. In the last number one contenders tournament, Ty lost to Blueness in the first round, and I guess if you're gonna lose in the number one contenders tournament, you might as well lose to the person that goes all the way, because then you go, oh, you know, they won the whole thing, you know, like it wasn't my fault that I lost. But Ty is I feel like I keep saying it, but there's a lot of people that are trapped in that position where they just can't quite get the wins and the opportunities, and Ty is one of them. And I think that this potential chance could be what these people need to get their names in history, etched in the stones of history, in the icon in the idol division. Tyranno Maximum just has a successful career as an animator, 3D artist, graphic designer, you know, but that means nothing when they don't have the Idol Division Championship. I'm just kidding. It means a lot. But the Idol Division Championship is just that important. That would make all those accolades even more special. But Ty's gonna have to go through the last champion, the last Idol Division champion we had before Rize, which feels so weird to say because T hasn't seen the Idol Division Championship in over 100 or 250 days. Roughly around 250 days. T has not seen the championship. So to say she is the former champion feels so weird. Could T be the one to regain the championship from Rize? I mean, T has always been a little bit of Rize's kryptonite when it comes to certain matches, but when it came to that championship match, it was everything Rize needed, you know? It was everything that she had, gave it her all, and won that championship. So maybe that curse has been broken. T already eyeing Ty. Knee strike with the unprotected knee. Driving the knee into Ty's head. Ty said, no worries, I'll punish your head as well in due time. Sidewalk slam. Hooks the leg. A beautiful pin combination there. A little bit too early to call it, but that was really nice. Ooh, step up Inzaguri. On to T. Ty with some sauce. Blue Thunder Bomb. Or should I call it the Red Thunder Bomb? And Ty gets the little shitty little splash off. I'm not demeaning the splash. That's what it's a legal title. And Ty kicking, gonna dead leg T. T finally gets out of that corner. Super kick caught by Ty. Says no, spinning heel kick. T rolls up Ty though. Kick out of one. Stomp to the elbow. Ty going up top. Could we already see it? No. Ty's turning around for a moonsault. Split-legged moonsault. Nobody was home. I thought maybe they were going to put T through a blender. And a big head kick. Ty getting into the corner. Speaking of kicks to the head, Tyranno walk from the corner. Maximum impact to the back of T's head. Moving the arm closer. 1, 2. I don't know what's up the ref's ass with that slow count. Maybe they want to see T challenge Rize for the title. But Ty's about to put T through a blender. Nobody's home. Drop kick. 2 for 2 on the top rope. Will T follow suit? Twisted T connects. She lands her mark. 2. Kick out of 2. Ty nearly falling prey to TeaTheShiba. Ty is in desperate trouble, blocks the kick for the pedigree. Super kick. Hooks both arms. German! Stomped the back of the head again for some good measure. Ty maybe looking to climb onto the top rope again. Ty might want this nice and personal elbow drop. 0 for 3 again. Maybe testing the waters that time. Gets Ty into the corner, clothesline. T winding it up for the knee to the face, right on the center of the temple. Kick out of 2 against the turnbuckle, and a little elbow drop. Little elbow drop again, doesn't connect that second time. Drop kick, and now Ty is looking to risk it all. 1 count. Ty is looking to risk it all over the top rope. Chops, kicks, and a snapmare. Jumping over T. These two are taking it to each other for the main event. Chop dodged and a chop of her own. Ty says, get into the barricade right off the MPW logo. So, running, diving clothesline. I think T was maybe looking for a sling blade or something, but Ty just like a bat out of hell, bouncing right through her. 7. T's got to get up. Ty's not wanting to win that way. Could this be hubris? Or could this be honor? Both words start with H, so I'm not sure. Step up Enziguri. Now targeting that unprotected knee. The not taped up knee of TeaTheShiba. A little bit of payback for all the knee strikes to the head. And I think T's about to give him another one. This time on the floor. Right into the corner of the barricade, but Ty stops them. Sending Ty to the T in the barricade. 6, they gotta figure it out. 7. 8. Ty might just take it. T looks out. 9. I think Ty's gonna take it. T can't get it. I mean, Ty's gonna take the win. If Ty can. I think that last knee said, fuck you, I'm letting you stay outside. 2 countouts. Ty said, I'm letting you take it. For your main event. Tyranno Maximum picks up a win. I mean, kind of an upset victory against TeaTheShiba. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Mossy Pro Wrestlington. We'll see what the bosses upstairs think about these latest matches, and we'll see you guys next week. W tie. Only one person voted, so I'm going to give it back to you, but thank you guys for staying with me and checking this out. We're going to go look for someone to raid, and then I'm going to go pee. I'm thinking of definitely putting some of the guys that won today in #1 contenders. If you guys would stick around for the raid, I'd really, really, really appreciate it. We're gonna go look around for who's live to see who's raid. There's a lot of people live today. I think I might raid Pika. They're playing. Let's see if I spelled this name. Nope. I was close, probably. I don't know who the heck is this. Yeah, let's see. Oh, it's at. I was 1 letter off. Nope, that's not. I don't think that's right either. Cancel? What's up? Okay. Oh, it's because I didn't put the rest of her name in there. All right. I'm gonna raid Pika and not some random person. If you guys would stick around for the raid, I really appreciate it. Pika's a super awesome streamer, super dope. I'm not hugely into Valorant, but honestly, Pika's just such a lovely person. Like seriously, you guys, I would appreciate if you guys supported her. She's so nice, such a sweetheart. Literally one of the nicest people I feel like I've met in a long time. And I think she's probably feeling, I don't know if she's feeling better, but I know she was feeling sick for a little bit. So I'd appreciate if you guys go send your love over to her. And I will see you guys tomorrow, probably for like maybe a short stream. We'll see how it goes. It depends on external factors, but I will try to stream. And then on Monday for YouTube, I talked about it in the Discord. Give me you guys' opinions of what you guys want me to play, and then we'll figure it out from there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, Matane. Bye-bye.